What's up, everybody? I'm Jonah Du, and today we're talking about something way more common than people realize. Having too much money sitting in your checking account. It's actually a thing. And according to an article on MoneyWise, where the link will be in the bio, someone had $12,000 in their checking account, and their bank told them that it was too much. So, my question, is the bank right? How much should you actually keep in your checking account? And what in the world should you do with the rest, so it's not just sitting there losing value? Let's break it down. How much should you keep in your checking? Well, here's the golden rule. You keep enough to cover 1 or 2 months of living expenses, and that is it. So if your bills are around $2,500 a month, you want $5,000 in your checking account. $5,000 a month in bills, $10,000 in your checking account. That gives you a buffer room for timing differences with bills and protection from accidental overdrafts. Now, if you're a seasonal worker, a gig worker, or someone with really irregular income, you might want to keep a little more. But for most people, 1 to 2 months is the sweet spot. So if you've got $12,000 in your checking account and you only need $5,000 to run your life, there's an extra $7,000 just sitting there doing absolutely nothing for you. So why is this a problem? Well, let's keep it real. Money sitting in checking accounts are losing value every single day. Checking accounts pay us almost nothing. The national average interest rate is 0.08%. Inflation is around 3%. Translation on that, your money is shrinking, right? It feels safe, but it's not growing and it's not working for you, and that's the real problem. Now, if you're interested in some other places where you can get a higher APY, I just put out a video on YouTube you can go watch with some savings accounts that'll give you up to 10% APY. So here's the question then. What should we do with that extra money, right? Let's talk about where that extra $7,000 can go, right? Option 1, I just told you, high yield savings accounts. This is an easy first step. High yield savings accounts are paying 4%, 5%. Watch my other video. You can find some that are paying 10% right now. And that's literally 50 times, almost 100 times, just depending the interest rate of the traditional checking account. This is really good for emergency funds, short-term goals, cash you want to access, but you're still earning something. So if you haven't moved your cash into a high yield savings account yet, possibly you're leaving some money on the table. There's other options though. Option 2 is a CD. CDs are pretty good for people who want higher interest, zero risk, and they don't mind locking their money up for 6 to 12 months. You've got to think of CDs as a set it and forget it step between saving and investing. If you've never invested before, CDs are kind of like dipping your toe into the water. It's a good first step. Option 3, of course, you can start investing, but I wouldn't encourage you to do this unless you've got your savings handled. You don't have to start big to start investing. You've got apps these days like Acorns, right? They invest your spare change. You round up your purchases, right? You automatically grow a portfolio without even thinking about it. And Acorns even offers IRA accounts, a 3% match on their gold tier. Checking and kid savings options, it's pretty simple, it's easy, and it's built for beginners. You don't have to be a stock picking genius, you just have to start. So back to the original question, is $12,000 too much to have in checking? Well, probably, maybe, it just depends on how much your bills are. If you only need $2,500 a month and $5,000 to cover for 2 months, then $7,000 is just sitting in there idle. So the goal actually should be to keep enough for your lifestyle and put the rest of it to work. Money is a tool. Checking accounts are not where tools grow. So look, this is why I'm so passionate about the infinite banking concept, because high yield savings, income stacking, smart investing, all of it translates to you earning more and learning more. The average American is just letting money sit, not earning. It's not compounding, it's not building anything, and it doesn't matter whether you start with a high yield savings account or a CD, a simple investment app, or eventually your own family banking system. My suggestion is just don't let your money gather dust in your checking. Your future self will thank you. If you want help organizing your finances, and I mean it, figuring out your budget, building a system where your dollars work harder than you do, click the link in the description, book a free cash consultation call with us. Make sure, though, before you do that, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe for more financial clarity, and drop a comment below. Here's my question. How much is really sitting in your checking account right now? All right, y'all. I'll see you in the next one.
Gave a lot of game, we never got a lot of things. Bow your head and say the prayer, we taught you how to be the bank.